Y'all can hear me? One, yeah, we supposed to still be doing the interview with Bank, with the Big Fat Podcast, or however they do the perspective with Bank. We supposed to still be doing that. I'm just letting y'all know, whenever we do that interview, that's not going to be something regular. You know what I'm saying? I already talked to him, explained to him, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pulling up how niggas pulling up. We not talking about what niggas talk about. That ain't going to be some regular shit. So when we do that interview and we push it, y'all got to mob with that. Meaning y'all got to make sure that interview goes everywhere. Because the main focus of that interview is because they already started in the beginning with the public interest. The exoneration of Dr. Melikazi York, especially in the eyes of the public, right? Making sure that the people know he's innocent, but not just he's innocent, who's guilty. You see? Because it ain't no victimless crime. People done did some stuff and it was thrown under the rug. People did things that they were given immunity for. People actually committed the crimes that he went down for. You see what I'm explaining to you? He wasn't guilty. They were. And they said it on record. So I'm going to be bringing all that evidence there. And also, I was talking to some people recently about putting a documentary together, because we got documentaries from the beginning. We got the documentary, The Mysteries Behind Closed Doors. They gave us that, The Untold Truth. I remember that. We got the documentary speaking about what was happening and all this other stuff with the children, all of that. We understand that, meaning the children were able to speak out and say nothing ever happened to them, da-da-da-da. Okay, we got that. We do not have the documentary that explains that some of the most confusion, illusion, and delusion, deception, and conspiracy came from the house. It came from the administration. It came from the big names that's still circling around in the family right now that everybody's saluting. I was just talking to some of the brothers. This had to be either Sunday or Saturday. Yeah, it might have been Sunday, because we went out to the Malcolm X Fest. We did the hiking with Bank. Shout out to Bank. We did hike with Bank. And we showed up to support that. Then we went to the Malcolm X Fest. We showed up to support that. And then we went over there to West End and we saw the brothers over there and we spoke to the brothers. Everything I was saying to the brothers, y'all have to understand how deep this goes. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Dr. Melikazi York's case. If you don't know who Dr. Melikazi York is, look up Dr. York, see the case they put on him, and just know they lied. And the thing has been, this has been running on for 24 years. So it ain't no situation where some people done lied. Oh, you know what? I did say that, didn't I? You know what? That's crazy. Okay, 3 minutes. You look nice. I done said we finna make that damn protein. I got here and talk to y'all. Oh, no, that's right. The time belt was off. That's another thing to pay attention to. Watch your time. Watch the clock, because this shit moving faster than what you think. Long story short, I talked to the Sabians, Ansar, Nuwabian, depending on what school they want to salute at the time. Every name I was calling to them that I went and talked to and found out that the people were doing fraudulent things, they were like, oh, yeah, we been knew that. I'm like, what you mean you been knew that? Yeah, you know, oh, man, yes, they've been taking money since this and that. They've been taking money since the beginning. They've been doing this. So a lot of people know what I'm saying. It's just that it look a little crazy because I'm coming out here now and I'm late to the party of being able to tell what it is, and we got a different platform, different internet, social media, all that popping right now. But a lot of people knew this, and it's just like a lot of y'all coming in new, so they taking advantage of a lot of the new people, and then people ain't being told who these people really are, and they might switch their name and change this and that and the third, but what they did is still logged, and people know that it's being done. So I'm gonna have to come back on here and talk to y'all about this later, but I want you to pay attention. I think Tabby Jet just did something else too. Tabby Jet did something like 10 days ago. And I'm like, okay, she talking about, I got to go back and watch it again because I fell asleep while I was watching it. But she was talking about some of the women that she say played a hand in this. Now, let me tell you something about Tabby Jet. She gonna say some shit, and it's, especially if it's directed to you, she gonna say the most off the wall shit. But here's what I noticed. I still feel like that. If Tabby Jet bring you up, because of the fact that she say the most off the wall shit, if Tabby Jet mention you and she talking about the shit that you did and you get offended, she telling the truth. If you get offended, if you get mad, if you feel some type of way, all of that, that lady telling the truth because she say the most off the wall shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when she was trying to say Young Elder put out a spiritual hit on her and tried to get her taken out, and her car was spinning around, the extraterrestrial saved her. It's like, if I'm like mad about that, that's real. You see what I'm saying? But for like myself, she brought me up in it again. And I'm like, I ain't bothered Tabby Jet, so I don't even know why the hell she would be bringing me up, talking about some, don't listen to phase one, he da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. They keep reading this part of the book called, the part of the doctrine called the unclean issue. And here's why I want to point this out so y'all can understand. Don't fall for the tricks. You really need to be learned. You really need to be studied, all right, and you need to be disciplined because you're going to need it for the days to come. Don't believe anybody, because if you just listen to what somebody say, you'll hear it and you'll be like, okay, that must be what the situation is. But you have to be able to reason things out for yourself. So in the unclean issue, somebody else named Dentut brought this up before when they were backbiting and going over to somebody named Nuntat and was telling her that I didn't need to be in the group because I was leading people astray. They sent that same excerpt. I have to go back in the file because I just asked some of the brothers, when did Pop come out with that book, The Unclean Issue? Because phase one platform just now starting to boom. Whoever he was talking about back then, he was talking about them back then, and he couldn't have been talking about one person. But they keep trying to push it to say that he's speaking about phase one. The situation is, whoever it is he's talking about is looking for a following. They're trying to get a following. They're trying to become a leader, and they want the master teacher to trust them. He's like, oh, well, it's the people he trusts, but why he won't trust me? Why he won't give me a position? That's not me. He talking about somebody, and so now that it keep coming up, now I want to investigate that. Say, okay, since y'all want to keep bringing it up, who was he actually talking about? Who among y'all was actually trying to get a following, leading people astray, and doing their own thing, da-da-da-da, because it wasn't me. I would have been in middle school or high school when that book came out, but I'm going to go back and fact check it. So when we find out who it is he's talking about, it probably be Ramses and them, and the people who was around them. Because now you got to look at it and say, okay, whoever would have been who we talking about in the doctrine saying, yo, ain't nobody me. It don't matter who it is. They try to act like they're me, but they're not me. That's who he's referring to. He can't be talking about phase one who's saying he not him. Phase one is saying there's only one master. Phase one is saying don't listen to none of these people, not nobody in the administration, nobody. It's only Yanun. That's the only voice you should be able to hear. Phase one is saying no matter who it is that's claiming it, nobody can open the gate. You show me who can. Phase one say, I can bring you to the top of the mountain. I can't open the gate. So who are they talking about when they saying somebody looking for a following? I think what they do is they look at my following and they see it, which is stupid. It's like counterintelligence. You see what I'm saying? Or counterintuitive. You see the following and you think, oh, he has a big following, so he's doing it for a following. So I'm like, yo, one of the people, oh, Mario, nigga named Mario, call himself Amun Imhotep, whatever. He was like, I guess you trying to get streams off the people in here. It's 537 people in the Help Free Dr. York group. I got millions of streams. And any given time I want to go viral, I can do that, make a bigger song, whenever I need to, whenever I want to. I came to a group of 537 people in it to get some streams. I need streams. My songs are charting. We just didn't register it with their bullshit ass system. I have charting songs. So why would I be coming to a few people in the room where all y'all ain't even active? So it's 537 people, but it's only like 40 of y'all who are active in the group and not even active because some of y'all just be online. You don't even do anything. You can see the same 10, 11, 12 people speaking in Help Free Dr. York room. So I came for 12 streams. It doesn't make sense to smart people. It only makes sense to idiots. So it's like, no, how about the child who grew up in this shit is taking it serious? Did that ever dawn on you? That you niggas had 24 years and you didn't take it serious? So I don't even feel no type of way about what Tabby
don't wait well. This shit up on the toy shelf.
I don't know if it's psychosis or whatever it is, but I also take it as a message to say, okay, stay on point. I done went around to them people who she talking about. So I'm not telling nobody to follow me. Let's get that clear. I ain't want nobody to follow me. I don't want to be no successor. I don't want to inherit whatever confusion these people got that they think they holding on to. I don't want that. No, when I saw our land get taken and the master get arrested, I joined the fight. That's why I'm here. People know about Dr. Malachi York because of phase one. I did a part of my job there. Tabby just said, how you saying you leading people to the doctrine and you don't read our doctrine? You told people don't read the doctrine. You said he didn't write the books. I'm like, maybe you got me confused with Elder and them, but that's not my words. My words are not only go and read the doctrine, if Pop behind it, I'ma find it. I say, even if they saying he ain't writing the books, read it and see. That's what I said. People just be out here lying, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta be, it's about to get noisy out here, cause we getting closer. I never said that. I never told people don't read the books. And even if you don't think he's writing them, go and see if you can find his voice, because the sheep know the voice. You should understand that. You see? So maybe she just feel like, I don't know. I don't really understand what Tabby Jet problem would have been, because all I ever did was try to help Tabby Jet. All I ever did was, when I met her, meaning in that time period when we were working, all I was trying to do was help her. Even when I brought up Young Elder, all I was trying to do was help her. You know what I'm saying? So I never disrespected her, never came out against her or anything like that, but then she just started attacking me after I talked to her about Young Elder. So whatever happened with Young Elder, she took it out on me. I'm like, that's not Nuwapu. And Young Elder wasn't a Nuwapian coming up. You know about me, you should. You know about my family. I was Nuwapian coming up. But you turned on me in the eyes of the people for what? And then it's like, you don't have to keep telling people. For those of y'all who aspire to be like Dr. Malachi York, you don't have to keep pleading your case. Because let me tell you something. They listening with different ears. So many people just infatuated. I had a different ear. I wasn't no woman trying to get with Dr. York. So if you're a woman who wants to get with Dr. York, of course, you going to make up any reason why you can't get along with all these other women who want to get with Dr. York. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's animosity, ego, envy, jealousy, all of that. So you'll make up a reason why you can't get along with him when everybody wants the same man. That's not my business. That's your business. And whoever's his wife, that's his business. No, I was the little boy listening to the tapes, listening to the teachings, reading the books and growing up, finding out that this is what I want to do. This is my life. I saw the injustice I want to fight. So I heard different things than what you heard. You probably missed 90% of the doctrine because you were so infatuated with the man and thinking that you're going to be able to get a seat to get with him and live with him and love with him and all this other stuff. That's how Tabby Jet talks, especially on the phone. That's you. I heard him say that all these young guys are being taught to go out and act just like me, go out and teach. If they're not going to teach it, we're wasting our time. He said right knowledge was transforming into a new generation of powerful kids. His words. A new generation of powerful kids. Right knowledge is awesome. A purifying spirit, a Holy Ghost. It changes a man. It transforms you into a new type of creature. An aware creature. A creature that says, I don't believe it. I want to know the facts. Can you prove it? This is all verbatim. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you want to believe, that's fine by you, homie. You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to him talk about stuff like that when he said that the new generation of teachers, he said, we were the ones, he said he learned something from one of the younger students who was up there teaching, and it didn't come from him. And the younger student was still paying homage and saying, Pops, you done taught us so much stuff. He said, I didn't teach that. It didn't come from me. You did that. You taught that. So it's y'all infatuated, non-productive ass people that's trying to put everybody down who's striving to be like the master. So if that's God, meaning the Most High who done ever touched this information, if that's God, why would we not strive to be like him? You see what I'm saying? And if you're seeing me do it, and I'm all the while paying homage to him and saying it's he, I'm just getting your attention because let these motherfuckers be in control. You will never hear from him from real. Or you'll get some writings that they put out and say it's his update. Shit about the same thing over and over again. 6,000 years, 2,000 years, 4,000 years. That's all you see every update. Every update is whether or not it's been 6,000 years, 4,000 years to Adamites. That's not an update. What's really going on? Who has the real guidance? Where's Yanun moving in the plane? Because you can't tell me Yanun's sitting between some walls. That's what he said. You would have no guidance. Nobody wanted to say that. There will be no guidance between 2000 and 2030. So now that we approaching that final point of the hour and everybody ego tripping about who they are and how close they are associated with them and all this other stuff, whoop the whoop. I say, okay, I see the game. I don't have to explain myself. Pop, no. He watched everything. I'm not trying to play like I'm him because anybody, it don't matter who it is, from my father to his father, whoever, anybody who's a grand teacher out here we learn from him. So if I'm trying to be him, why would I say that? I don't watch people try to be him, but they don't want to talk about him, or they'll just speak on him real quickly and circle it right back around to them, and they'll be all about them. They're not going to put effort and resources and movements together to help get him out. I'm fighting my own people. Y'all out here, y'all like, all right, what's going on? I'm like, I'm going to get to you in a second. I'm having to get these people off my neck. All I said, I'm going to get an attorney. I'm getting all kind of messages, threats, all kind of, don't do that, woo-da-woo-da-woo. And all I said is, I'm going to help. That's what I'm telling you. We're not fighting the government. We're fighting black devils and 6 ether forces, whatever you want to call it. And it's not even 6 ether forces. If you look at it, it's people. All right? If you want to say 6 ether forces, it's people who haven't decided that they're going to do the right thing. That shit is real, nigga. Call it what you want. These people have decided they're not going to do the right thing. So I just want to put that on record. I got some stuff to do. Just want to put it on record that I've never claimed to be Dr. Melikazi York. However, I told him in my dream, I said, yo, when I was 7, I said, I want to be like you. He said, no, you don't. You want to be like you. I didn't understand what it meant. I got a little older. I say, man, if it's in my genes to be able to not imitate Dr. York, to go for what he went for, to bring people to right knowledge and turn the ears of the world. Look at the world changing out here. Look at the street niggas becoming conscious. You have to bear witness to it. We shut down a lot of the bullshit with Nuwapu. If it's in my genes to do that, who the fuck would be mad about that? Who would be upset that I'm doing that? And I'm like, okay, even the game they play with the name, she's talking about false one. I'm like, listen, for anybody who want to say that, prove it in real time. All this ducking behind videos, have a conversation with me, prove that in real time. And how about this? I'll level with you. Call me the false one. I don't give a fuck because I never said I was the real one. The real one is Dr. Melikazi York, unless he passed me the torch and piss all y'all off. He ain't did that. And I'm not expecting that, and I don't want that. The real one is Dr. Melikazi York. Okay, so I'm the false one. Now what do we do? You still can't do nothing about the fact that when I touch any piece of the doctrine, it becomes a part of me. I live it, I breathe it, and it spreads to people. And you seeing people getting out here that came from around Omari, 1440 Ty, viral, explosion, Sunday, boom, boom, popping, deuce, do-da-da-da-da. We have a melanin dominant woman sporting an afro that everybody looking at saying they want to be like, be around, da-da-da. They feel the energy coming from, so we know the fruit. We know the tree by the fruit that it bears. So that's not good fruit. We got a sister, Asia, teaching the language, beaming, modest apparel. He wouldn't be proud to see that. Well then, I don't know who y'all got in there then. Let me talk to you how I talk to you. I don't know who you got in there that will be upset about what Phase One done did or Omari done did to bring people's attention to Nuwapu. But if you got somebody in there that's mad at me for what I did, I don't want to rock with them. Whoever you got in there that will be upset about what I sacrificed my life to do, I don't want to rock with them. Tell them I'm good. Everybody going, I'll go to my corner of the universe. I'm good. If you got somebody upset with the fact that they told me what to do, and I did it. And they told me what to do when I was 3, reading the books. 4, reading the books. Never give up. Hold on to the rope. Don't ever stop pushing and preaching Nuwapu. If they mad, then I'm done. What is you talking about? You see what I'm saying? No, I'm telling you, Dr. Melikazi York will be the quickest one to put out a call and say, hey, tell him be quiet. They've been complaining about me since 2022. That call ain't came out. I'm gonna tell Baba. She said that in 2024. He ain't respond? Why you gotta keep reading and talking about me? You told on me. He didn't respond? I'm gonna make sure my father knows. Okay, I'll wait. Go tell. Why the hell did they say like I'm gonna be scared? Go tell. He still ain't said, hey, tell him be quiet. You see what I'm saying? And what people don't understand about the general part is if he said something like that, hey, tell him, hey, stand down. I'm going to stand down. But you ain't going to tell me this nigga mad. You ain't going to tell me that. You They don't tell me that. This is my life. This has been my life. Some of y'all came into Nuwapu. I was born into it. I'm talking about these people running their mouth. You weren't born into Nuwapu. I was born into it, so this is all I know. You with me? All right. So just keep your eyes and your ears open because it is finna get active out here. You know what I'm saying? And you might see SBI moving. So if you see us, just smile and nod. We might be in a city near you because we in motion. I was just out there hiking with Bank, and we walked outside. The whole scene stopped. You know what I mean? And look, niggas like, yo, hey, they want to know. Everywhere we went, when we went to the West End Park, niggas want to know. But we got a formation, and we moving, and it's like you don't really know what you're looking at because you never seen it before. You can't say it's just some black movement shit. We got a Hispanic, we got a Caucasoid. They walking with us. Negroid, Mongoloid, Caucasoid, all moving together. Hold on, it sounds like somebody got them all together. How he do that? You know everybody can't do that. You know not everybody can get everybody together. It's only certain types that can bring everybody together, and then it's just effortless, and then we just get to moving. And we walk right up on the Sabians, and we talking, and I'm speaking the language. I'm speaking more of the language than they are. They're going to have to get on point. That's okay. I'm being patient with them while they figure out which words to use. So I don't read the doctrine. That's a part of the doctrine is the language. You see what I'm explaining to you? Just be on point. Especially, they hate you. If you came through phase one, they hate you. They mad at you because you're not easily beguiled. And you ain't able to be ran game on. They can't extract money from you because, remember, y'all the ones putting out the books for free. One of the sisters posted a letter where he was saying he ain't mad at that. He ain't mad about the books being able to be put out for free. That's what one of the sisters posted. I don't know when she was going to tell me she got that letter, but she posted it. And it said, yo, when you spoke or gave my books to the sheep, you fed my flock. So that's why I was asking her too, like, what's up? Cause I send that to these folks who running their mouth, trying to delete the books out the link because they can't sell it and make money. They hate you if you're coming around phase one because we locked it down. Now they mad. Yeah, we'll shut down everything until y'all stand right and realize it is about him, but y'all not making it about him. So all this other stuff, the beefing y'all got going on, all that whoop-de-whoop, that still ain't about him. That's about your ego. If it's really about him, why you can't work with one another? Y'all still ain't work together. Then Type just said, why we ain't came together? Y'all don't remember? Didn't I come on here? Then we did that. But she was the one who was like, fuck that. Because she believing that young elder put a hit out on her in the spirit world. She think this nigga's a wizard. I'm like, all right, well, I got to respect it then. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want or whatever they will to do. But don't ever get it twisted. Don't be afraid to pop that right knowledge. They think Malachi is a hoe. He ain't no hoe and he don't got no hoe students. You see what I'm saying? No, we pop that right knowledge. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. But phase one did what he was supposed to do. And when my word came through for me, it was to back up what I was doing. He told me keep doing what I'm doing. So if I'm going to listen to the general, I'm wise. If I'm going to listen to these little people out here, I'm not wise. But y'all know me better than that. All right, I got stuff to do. Hey, look, Pro-Tent coming. Shout out to the Sister Sunday. We got an album coming on the way. It's what's it called? Dance Until We're Home. So we about to do some Pro-Tent for that. All right. Any questions, y'all come back later when I get back on here, and I'll build on that and speak on that. All right. Peace to the Lamb is truly wonderful. Be unshakable.